Now, with the current release batch of Herpa Wings that we are going through in reviews, there have been far too many disappointments. So please Herpa, give us a good one today. Please make this one convincing. Hello and welcome to a new episode of Review, where we today will take a closer look at a Airbus A320NEO of Swiss International Airlines. At the front of the box we have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft model inside, and on top of the box we have the Swiss International Airlines branding. Then the backside of the box unfortunately has another cutout, very disappointing box design, and Herpa really needs to think about this and change it. So hopefully the model will be better than the box, because the box is awful. And here she is, the Airbus A320NEO in the current livery of Swiss International Airlines. And I've been really looking forward to this aircraft model, so I do have high expectations. Let's see if the model can live up to those. And we start off with the tail section, where we, on the vertical stabilizer, have the absolutely lovely Swiss International Airlines branding. On the fuselage we then have the full registration code of the aircraft, and at the very tail of the aircraft we then also have a little bit of detailing around the APU exhaust. Then at the front of the aircraft and across the fuselage we have the writing of Swiss. We also find the Star Alliance logo, of which Swiss International Airlines is a full member. Underneath that we have the name of the aircraft. The cockpit section itself is a little bit bare-boned, but we of course have the lovely black mask around the cockpit windows. We also have the window wipers printed on, and we find the last two letters of the registration code on each side of the nose. The engine nacelles have been kept in all white, just as most of the fuselage, and they do have the silver leading edge. That, however, is the only printed detail we will find on the nacelles, which is definitely disappointing. And it's especially a shame considering that the physical detailing of the nacelles actually is rather good, except of course for the elephant in the room, which is of course that the engine nacelles are far too big, which gives us issues with the ground clearance. Although we of course have seen far worse examples than what we see here, although I think this is more down to luck that I got a model where the ground clearance is a little bit better than usually. And then on the fuselage, just above the wings, we have the emergency exits printed on, which leads us straight to the wings, which you should definitely also take a look at. And if you start off here with the top side, we can see the different flap slats and spoilers carved out very nicely. We have the markings for the emergency exit. We have some different shades of grey for additional detailing, and also the underside I think looks very decent. Here we then again have the full registration code of the aircraft. My personal highlight on the wings and the aircraft in general are, however, the winglets, which absolutely look stunning and really nice with the Swiss International Airlines branding. And then we have the landing gear, and that is the same old story as with all other A320 family aircraft models from Herpa Wings and Scale 500. The main landing gear looks decent, the front landing gear not so much, and especially not when we know that they have had much better landing gear in the past. And then last but not least, we also have the doors to the cargo compartments printed on here in the backside of the aircraft and here at the front of the aircraft. So there we have it, the Airbus A320NEO in the current livery of Swiss International Airlines. And what can we say about this aircraft model? So the first thing I should probably say is that I really want to like this aircraft model. I've been waiting for it for quite a while, and I was really happy when Herpa finally released it. So I guess objectivity just went out the door. But anyway, what I can say is that the print quality is very good. The details that Herpa has added, they have done so very nicely, which of course makes it a great shame that they then haven't added more details, because with their print quality they could really have lifted up this aircraft model to a whole new level. What is also very disappointing is that Herpa just hasn't fixed the issue with the ground clearance yet. It's a common issue, it's been an issue since the first A320NEO model from Herpa Wings, and it's unbelievable that they still haven't fixed it. What is also a little bit disappointing is the landing gear. Not that it is terrible, but we just know that they have done it better in the past, which is a strange thing to know, that a detail used to be better than what it is today. But when all that is said, you just have to look at the winglets and pretty much everything is forgiven. Oh my god, these winglets look just gorgeous. I mean, yes, it's not a perfect model. In fact, it's a very standard model from Herpa Wings, but the Swiss International Airlines livery on the A320NEO looks really nice. I can't deny that, and for that alone, I just have to say, yes, it's an aircraft worth having in one's collection. And with that wholesome ending, we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed the video, then don't forget to leave a like. That would be very much appreciated. And of course, if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe? That would be absolutely awesome. With that, I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.